Okay, so I don't recommend you to use Tinder for getting dates with women here in Brazil. And in this video, I will give here 6 tips for you that is a foreign that really want to have a relationship with women here in Brazil, with Brazilian women, okay? First tip I would like to give you is the title of this video here. Don't rely on Tinder to get dates. And why you should not rely on Tinder? Because this is an awful environment for some reasons that I mentioned here. First of all, you have the competition absolutely insane in this app, okay? Absolutely insane. And in Tinder, we have a lot more men than women, okay? So it's like 70-80% of men and 30-20% of women, okay? It's like you feel a little bit more ugly that you really are, okay? Because if you are not a shed, a lot possible that you are gonna struggle. You think that you are uglier than you really are. That's the reality. The number 2 tip I would like to give here is try to avoid social media, okay? Because social media is such a toxic environment. Everybody in that social media has an overinflated ego. They think they are more than they really are. And many times you doesn't have the opportunity to show who you really are because they judge. All people in social media just judge based on appearance and on looks and lifestyle. And so many times women will approach you from social media maybe because you have a lifestyle. They will approach because of your lifestyle, not because who you are, because that person hasn't the opportunity of know you better, okay, know who you really are. So they will approach just because maybe your lifestyle, maybe your material, things that you show in social media, okay? So it's such a toxic environment that I don't recommend using social media for that. Number 3, try to get involved in group activities here in Brazil, okay? You have a lot of groups, ideas here that I've wrote down, okay? You have travel groups, you have sports, okay? Football is very popular here in Brazil, okay? And there are a lot of, here's a kind of mixed, all kind of sports we have here. You have church, and there is one here that I think is one of the best ways in group that doesn't require, maybe you are a foreign and you doesn't speak very well the Portuguese, okay? And there is a group activity here that makes you have physical contact with a lot of women, that makes you socialize, and you doesn't really need to talk a lot. Let me say like this, that is dancing, okay? Not everybody like to dancing, but me personally, I love dancing, okay? I dance here, a style is very popular here in the Northeast, that is forró, okay? I love this kind of music, these styles, mainly to dance, okay? I don't dance specifically because of women, it's like just a bonus, because I really like the music, the style here, and I really like to dance, okay? I think it's very good. But if you like, there is a lot of dance here, dancing styles. There is samba, there is tango, okay? There is salsa, that is Latin American rhythm here. Okay, there are a lot of schools, and these schools promote events where they get to get a lot of people in these events, and you can dance with a lot of different women, and meet a lot of people, very different people. So these events are kind of nice. Okay, now let's to the 4th tip. Here is a little bit challenging because it's not so easy, but it's very important, okay? Because here in Brazil, unfortunately, it's not so easy to find people that really speak English, okay? So at the end of the day, you have to speak the Portuguese, okay? You have to learn the Portuguese. At least the minimum to have a conversation or understand what people are saying, okay? Some basic Portuguese you must have, because if you doesn't know the Portuguese, will be very difficult to socialize here. Number 5 here is try to get a little bit deeper in the Brazilian culture, okay? And this is a thing that I notice when I'm following up with content for foreigners, made by foreigners, that they are very superficial in the content, okay? They not get very deep in the Brazilian problems, the Brazilian reality, okay? So the foreigner doesn't have the deep understanding of Brazil to have a real, let me say, a real conversation many times about what's happening here in Brazil, let me say like this, okay? So when you go deep here in things that happen here, you get involved, many times you get involved socializing with people. This is a very important one. So that's why it's so important to know the Portuguese, because not only you are getting information from here, my channel, let me say like this, and you are socialized, so you get deeper in how really Brazil works, okay, the reality, and it will help you to socialize a lot better and have deeper conversations. And number 6 is my final tip here. I've talked about this in previous videos, but I like to repeat for those who are new here. Don't idealize Brazilian women, okay? People here tend to idealize and think Brazilian women are different, they are conservative, they are like, they are not hypergamic, they are conservative, and it's not the reality, okay? Brazil here is kind of a very mixed thing. You see all kinds of people together here. Yes, in general, we can say that Brazilian women generally are more conservative, but in the other side, they are very career oriented too. This is a feature here that many foreigners doesn't know, but women here, a lot of good, nice women here, they pursue their career too, and they are like kind of balanced between the career and the family, okay? And many of them goes to the career and forget family, okay? And women here have a lot of this empowerment, okay? Many of them that I noticed, that much of them like to have their own money, their own career, their own things, okay? And this is a point of intense debate here in Brazil. Intense fights in the social media because of that. What a woman should do, what a man should do. It's constant conflict. But I think it's not get to the point we have in outside, in other countries like United States. Okay, here in Brazil, we still have a lot of conservatism here because it's a very religious country. We have a lot of Catholic, conservative, and family oriented, okay? But, okay, there are a lot of women that are not traditional, and not all are like conservative. You have to filter and try to match what you are expecting. So these are some tips. I would like to invite you to join our Facebook group. If you are here in Fortaleza, let's connect here. I'll put the link in the description, and that's it. Put your thoughts in the comments, okay? See you, and to the next video. Bye.